Hey guys, it's Inferno Duels here. We're going to be doing my updated satellarknight deck profile. After getting a hold of the cards I wanted to get a hold of out of the new set and doing quite a bit of testing with it, I've decided on my final build. And so I'll be doing my main deck, my extra deck, and my side deck for this video, so we're going to get started. Again, as per staple, 3 Neb, it's a Rhoda for the deck, Infinite Rhoda. 3 Altair, the Infinite Monster Reborn. It's better than Wolfbark because you don't lose your effects. Although you can only use it once per turn, it's still ridiculously overpowered. Still 3 Uni, who is the Foolish Burial of the deck, which fuels stuff like Altair and Call the Haunted and whatnot. 1 Vega now, decreased Vega to 1, and in the other Vega's place, I've added 1 Sirius. A lot of people like to say that Sirius is a dead hand, that he would be better if he was more like a Pot of Avarice. And the fact that he maybe drew 2 or something, I'm not really sure what they're trying to get at, but he's exactly like a Pot of Avarice. The only difference is on turn 1, if you draw a Pot of Avarice, you can't do shit. On turn 1, if I draw him, I'll normal summon him, knowing that later I can bring him back with a Call the Haunted or an Altair and fuel it. I didn't want to run 2. I was thinking about running 2, but I'm like, unless he gets banished by Bottomless or DD Crow, I don't really need it. So 1 of him is absolutely perfect. And then 1 Honest. That's all the monsters. Not very many monsters. And then 3 Rhoda, because every deck needs 6 Rhoda. I mean, if you're counting Deneb like I do as a Rhoda, then you've got 6 frickin' Rhoda. 3 of Duality. Don't necessarily need to always special summon, but you want to get your plays off as soon as possible. 2 Upstart Goblins to draw. I've decreased MST by 1. 1 Book of Moon, and the 1 Soul Charge that we're allowed to have now. 3 Call the Haunted, because you do fill your graveyard up pretty fast. The other thing that it was, a lot of people said that Sirius interferes with Altair's effect. Well, the problem is, eventually you run out of Altair and the Neb plays because you're only just summoning the Neb for that, or you're going to summon that with Vega to grab a Neb or something out of your hand. Eventually you run out of that stuff, and you need to get him back into the deck. So you use Sirius to shuffle it back into the deck, and usually what I'll do is I'll wait until I have 5 or 7, 5 or 6, 8, 9, whatever I really need. So I still have an Altair or Neb or something in the graveyard and still have this live. 3 of the Satellarknight Alpha. 2 Dimensional Prison. 2 Breakthrough Skill. 2 Vanity. 1 Solemn. 1 Torrential. 1 Bottomless. And 1 Compulse. That's it for the main deck traps. Now for the extra deck. 2 Satellarknight Deltros. Level 4s, really good because your opponent can deactivate effects when you summon a monster. Detach 1, destroy a card in the field. If he's sent to the graveyard, special summon a Satellarknight from your hand or deck. Really, really awesome. 2 Trevor. I call him Trevor myself. A lot of people don't really necessarily love him. I think he's overpowered as fuck. A lot of people do also. You can do the Trevor loop where you summon 1 Trevor, play Call the Haunted, get something like that on the field, summon another Trevor, bounce it all back to the hand, make your opponent discard, attack for 21, go on and so forth. A lot of people say you don't get the loop off very often, but every time I play the deck, I usually end up getting the loop off. Not having necessarily on purpose. It's just, I can do it, and it wins games so well. 1 number 101. 1 Constellar Omega. 1 Ixie's Dark Rebellion Dragon. This is really good for the deck, because if you do match up against Quillports, if you want to tribute that off, or an 85, you can tribute those off for Eradicator Epidemic Virus, and you can literally fucking crush their deck with 1 card. 1 Gigaric Cowboy, because you always have that fucking extra life that they managed to live with. 1 Hero Champion Excalibur, 1 Exiton, 1 Castell, 1 number 80, 1 Gandivia, 1 Bestuela, and 1 number 50. That's the extra deck. And now for the side deck. 2 Full Houses. Really good for matchups against Quillports. Again, destroy maybe whatever in their pendulum zones, and then pop some face downs on the field of your own if you absolutely have to, just to stop their pendulum summonings. Also good against Fire Fist if you face them, and sometimes rogue decks. I wasn't sure if I really wanted to decide these are Fiendish Chains, but because I have Karma Cuts and not Fiendish Chains, I went with Fiendish Karma Cuts. Decided on only citing 2 of those. 2 Stygian Dirge, because you still have some decks that Ixies and Synchro summon, like other Satellarknight decks, good for the mirror match, and stuff like Yang Zings. 2 Noble Meta Crossout, still play those because you do have Giga armor out there, and it also can help against Shaddolls really, really well. The other cards that I write granting against Shaddolls is fucking Defusion, because fuck your deck. 2 Forbidden Chalice, 1 Dimensional Fissure, and then 2 Maxi. That's the deck, so tell me what you guys think about it. Do you think it's good? Do you think you have a better build for it? Just comment on our video. Be sure to like and subscribe, and thanks for watching, guys.